stop hating my hair, maybe I'll get a haircut. In fact, maybe you should.
The WWE Universe was in for a dramatic night on Monday Night Raw, as AJ Styles, the Phenomenal One, stepped into the spotlight to address the relentless onslaught by the Judgment Day. Over the past few weeks, the faction, led by Finn Balor and reinforced by Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Dominic Mysterio, had made life unbearable for Styles, targeting him in matches, ambushing him backstage, and belittling his legacy at every opportunity. But AJ wasn't here to make excuses. He was here to send a message, loud, clear, and unapologetic. The setup: backstage tensions run high. Backstage, the atmosphere was tense. The bright lights of the cameras highlighted the stark corridor where Jackie Redmond waited, microphone in hand. The fans in the arena were already buzzing, sensing that something big was about to happen. AJ Styles emerged from the shadows, his leather vest and hood giving him a look of calm determination. Gone was the playful charisma fans had grown used to. This was the focused, battle-ready, Phenomenal One. Jackie gestured for him to stop. "AJ, thank you for joining me," she said. "The Judgment Day has been relentless in targeting you, attacking you in matches, ambushing you backstage, and even trying to tarnish your reputation online. How do you respond to all of this?" AJ Styles' calm before the storm. AJ paused for a moment, letting the question sink in. Then, in a voice steady but carrying the weight of experience, he spoke. "Jackie, I've spent over 20 years in this business. I've faced legends, icons, and newcomers who thought they could step into my world and make a name for themselves. I've survived every gimmick, every faction, every so-called unstoppable force. But the Judgment Day? They're different. They aren't just looking to win matches. They're looking to dominate, to manipulate, to break spirits. They want control. And control is something you can't fake. And you sure as hell can't steal from someone who's been in this business as long as I have." The camera captured every detail: the intense gaze, the tight fists, and the slight nod, as though challenging anyone who dared doubt him. A personal grudge. With Finn Balor, Jackie leaned in slightly, sensing the deeper story. "AJ, it seems Finn Balor has taken a personal interest in targeting you. How does it feel to be on the opposite side of someone you once respected?" AJ's expression softened for just a second, a shadow of disappointment crossing his face. "You know, that's the hardest part," he admitted. "Finn and I have shared the ring, shared respect, shared the spotlight in ways few people understand. And now he's leading this faction like he's trying to prove something he never had. It's personal, yes, but it's also about principle. Finn doesn't just want to beat me. He wants to rewrite history, to make it look like he's the best, like the rest of us don't matter. That's not how I roll." He shook his head slowly, letting the emotion linger. "I respect the guy, but respect doesn't mean I'll back down. Not from Finn, not from the Judgment Day, not from anyone addressing the entire faction." AJ's eyes sharpened as he addressed the entire faction, even though they weren't physically present. "Rhea, Damian, Dominic, I've seen what you've done. Attacks, cheap shots, interference. You're all talented in your own right, but talent without honor is meaningless. You can hit me, you can ambush me, you can try to humiliate me, but at the end of the day, I'm still here. I'm still standing. And I'm still phenomenal." The camera panned to fans watching in the arena, many on their feet, chanting a J exclamation mark, a J exclamation mark in solidarity. The energy was electric. The motivation behind the words. AJ continued, speaking not just as a wrestler, but as a veteran who had seen it all. "You see, Jackie, this isn't just about wins and losses. This isn't just about titles. This is about legacy. This is about proving that if you step into this ring and try to dismantle someone's career, You better be ready for the consequences. The Judgment Day thinks they can control this locker room, control the storylines, control the narrative. But they don't know me. They've underestimated what it means to be the phenomenal one. His hands clenched into fists, emphasizing every word. And that's why I'm fired up. That's why tonight, tomorrow, and the night after, I'll make sure they regret ever picking on me. A glimpse into the future. Jackie, sensing the interview was building toward a climax, asked, AJ, what's next for you? How do you plan to respond to Judgment Day? AJ took a deep breath, a small, confident smirk appearing on his face. What's next? I'm going to fight. I'm going to compete. And I'm going to remind everyone why I'm called the Phenomenal One. This isn't just about revenge. It's about sending a message. You can't bully your way to the top. You can't build your empire on fear and intimidation. Eventually, someone will stand up, and that someone is me. The camera zoomed in on his face, his eyes blazing with determination. The arena seemed to hold its collective breath, sensing that the next confrontation would be epic and likely violent. Fans react, a WWE Universe on fire. The crowd's energy was palpable. Chants of a J exclamation mark, AJ, mingled with Judgment Day, boos, showing the fans' excitement and anticipation for the inevitable clash. On social media, clips of the interview began trending instantly, as fans debated strategies, predicted matches, and discussed potential outcomes. AJ Styles had once again reminded the WWE Universe why he was considered one of the greatest. With the Judgment Day looming over Raw, there was no doubt that a monumental showdown was imminent. Closing remarks. As the interview concluded, AJ turned to Jackie and nodded. Tell the world this. Judgment Day may think they have control. They may think they've picked the perfect target, but they've chosen poorly. They've picked me, and I promise you, they're about to find out exactly what happens when you mess with the Phenomenal One. With that, AJ walked away, disappearing into the shadows backstage. The camera lingered on his retreating figure, leaving fans with a sense of anticipation, excitement, and dread for what was coming next. One thing was certain. Judgment Day had finally awakened a force they couldn't ignore, a storm they couldn't contain. And WWE was about to witness AJ Styles at his most fired up, most dangerous